Hi. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to walk you through my new rocket fuel strategy. What's really cool about what we're going to be talking about in this video is it's a very simplified approach and proven strategy that allows you to grow your revenue consistently month to month while not increasing your workload. It's a very scaled approach to your business. It is damn near fail proof and foolproof. And I've been employing it for probably the past year now, maybe a little bit less when I really started taking this seriously, and it is working like a charm. It's very exciting. And it just feels really good because you know that the effort that you're putting into your content and whatever it is that you decide to launch every month consistently grows your base revenue. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited about it. So let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen and I'm just going to give you a visual of why I call it the rocket fuel strategy. Here's why. So this is your rocket. This is your business, right? This is your whole business. And we want it to, excuse me, we want it to consistently grow every single month. So we want your rocket to take off and to fly into the stratosphere, whatever the hell you want to picture that as. But this is your whole business. So this is why I call it the rocket fuel strategy, because we're going to be talking about what I call the base bonus model to growing your business. So your rocket, the literal rocket, are your base offers. We'll talk about what those are in just a second. And then the fuel are your bonus offers. So your base offers are anything long term. This is going to look like anything ongoing. I would recommend at least a year. You could do 6 months, but 6 months comes and goes like that. So I really recommend a year. So this is going to look like your ongoing and long-term masterminds and memberships. If you don't have these yet, don't worry, we'll talk about that. And then your bonus offers are what fuel the base offers. Okay. So your bonus offers are the more short-term offers that you will be launching as often as you want, but a couple of times a month. So these would be your master classes, your trainings, your programs, any kind of intensives, one-off, one-on-one calls, mini minds, retreats, challenges. Again, anything that you're going to launch and you're going to get paid on once, or maybe you decide to do this for free. But the goal here, the strategy here are these flow into these. Okay, so on the back end of these, you will promote these. So every month you launch a couple of these bonus offers, and then on the back end, they are invited to come into your base offers. So with your base offers, your long-term higher ticket, they don't have to be higher ticket, but your long-term offers, you don't have to keep promoting these over and over again. You maybe launch them once or twice a year, but you're consistently flowing these bonus offers once they're complete into your base offers, which is a really nice strategy. So when you put them all together, the bonus flows into the base and it's fueling your rocket. Jesus, it's growing consistently over time. I will fix this setup at some point, but not today. Okay, so we have your base offers, we have your bonus offers. I want to show you what this looks like numbers wise, because that's really, really important. And when you get the visual of this, like when I started playing with these numbers, it really excited me. And I am constantly updating these and plugging these in, and it just allows you to see how this can look and how this scales. And I don't know, it like to me, it incentivizes me to stick with this strategy and continue to grow it over time. So I'm going to give you access to this framework. I'll link it below this video. So definitely go check that out, I think what I'm going to share with you first is my strategy. Let me just change this. I'll show you what my numbers look like first, and then we'll play with numbers together. Okay, so this is what mine looks like. So these are my base offers, right? This is what I'm fueling all the time and I'm growing all the time. This creates my base revenue. So also, let me explain this too, because I want you to focus. Um, your base, the reason why I call it your base offers is because these are growing over time. They're not going anywhere. So best case scenario, every single month, this number is growing because you're fueling it with the bonus. The bonus offers are the ones that you get paid once, but then it fuels the base. Okay. So we want the base constantly growing and we want the bonus to be constantly fueling the base. I don't know how I clicked out of that. Let me go back, please. Okay, so let's talk about mine. So these are my base offers. I have two memberships, a lower ticket and a mid ticket. And then I have a high ticket, high level mastermind called Rare Mastermind. So these are, I need to update these numbers, but this is, I mean, it's about right. So in LFG, it's $99 a month. The thing about LFG is you can cancel anytime. So this number is kind of like always changing every month. It goes up a little bit, goes down a little bit, goes up a little bit more, so on and so forth. But because I'm constantly using bonus offers to flow into LFG, that number is pretty much consistently growing month to month. My all in is a year-long commitment. So that number only goes up month to month, which is really nice. So with about 15 people in there currently, we're looking at 6K revenue. And then my Rare Mastermind, we cap it at 10 to 15. We have 6 women in there right now. It's also a year-long commitment. So that brings in a little over 20K revenue every month. So right there, I'm looking at a base number of around 33K revenue every single month. And again, that continues to grow because of my bonus revenue. So I have really simplified my launch strategy. I really don't like to launch more than 2 times a month, or I like to focus on 2 core things a month. Typically, that's going to look like something low ticket and something high ticket. And I just use average numbers here because that's about what it looks like. So I'll launch one thing around $99, sometimes less, and those will always flow on the back end to promote one of these above, typically LFG or all in. And then, or actually, it all flows to LFG. And then my mid to high ticket, I'll launch one thing. The average is about 2K. I'll usually sell about 10 of those. So that's a bonus revenue of 20K. And then that will typically flow into Rare. A couple of people will flow into Rare. A couple of people will flow into All In. So this is when I'm launching new every month. And then a few people will always flow into one of these for a more long-term experience with me. So that's how that's consistently growing. This is bonus revenue every month. So then when you combine my base revenue with my bonus revenue, that's a nice looking revenue month. But what's great about it is this number will consistently grow over time because this number is also consistently growing over time. So I'm not starting the month at 0. I know this is coming in every month at least. And then I boost it even more, right, with the fuel, with those bonus offers, which gives me a shorter term revenue boost, but also fuels my longer term base revenue over time. So, like I said, I'm going to give you this so that you can play with these numbers, but we're going to go over here to monthly revenue options. No, we're actually going to go here first. And I want you to play with this yourself. So again, even if you don't have these offers in place yet, I want you to picture what that would look like and start to play with these numbers, because it's my hope that when you play with the numbers, it's going to really excite you to put these offers out into the world, or to tweak your current offer suite to be more of a match for the rocket fuel or the base bonus model and framework. Okay, so let's say you were starting from scratch and you were thinking of, like, you wanted a low ticket ongoing membership, a mid ticket ongoing membership or mastermind, and then a high ticket situation as well. You also don't have to have three like I do. You could just have one, you could have two, you could have 10 if that makes you happy. That would be a lot, but hey, YOLO. So these, I just chose these numbers because these are pretty average, mid, low, and high ticket numbers. But let's say you had one of each. And let's say every month you sold around, and I'm picking really conservative numbers here just to give you a picture. But let's say you sold around 100 low ticket offers, and then you sold around, let's say, like 30 mid ticket, and then you sold around 10 high ticket. So that's right there, a base revenue of almost 40K. And you had that going. So this also will take, like, this is a long game strategy, right? This grows over time. So you'll have to launch these once to get them going, and then you can move to the bonus offers. And let's say you created something for $33, like a very easy hell yes. So you sold a shit ton of those. Let's say you sold like 250 of those. And then with your mid to high ticket, you sold something at 1,500, maybe like a mini mind or something, and you sold 8 of those. So that's a bonus revenue of 20. So you just had a 60K month. We love that. Okay. So what I want to show you here, I want you to take this number 6150, and I want you to plug it in over here just to play with these numbers. Okay. And I want you to do this to get like a really good, accurate representation of what you would be taking home monthly, but then also annually. And obviously this number is going to continue to grow, so that the annual wouldn't be accurate, but just to give you an idea is if you stayed at about that every single month. So I want you to take your business expenses. Let's delete this so it's not confusing. Whoops. Okay. So I want you to put your business expenses in here. I put 5K just to be pretty general about it. I did 30% taxes, but you'll calculate whatever yours is. It's going to be around there. So if you had a 60K month with 5K in business expenses, tax at 30%, you're going to have a 38K month profit, which looks like a $463,000 dollar annual profit, which looks like a 700K year. So 700K year, a little over, with 400K, almost 500K profit. So if you love that, great. Now we have a really awesome goal. If you're like, honestly, that's not enough, I need to see like 100K, then you can come back to this, or 7 figures. I'm sorry, I meant a million, not 100K. You can play with this, and then you now have a very accurate goal to set for yourself to hit whatever number that you want. So let's say you were going for 7 figures, and we use this framework, then you would just need a very large, or at least a super, super engaged audience to bump these numbers up. So let's say we bump this up to 500. We bump this up to 200. We bump this up to maybe 50. We'll say 40. Okay. And then we bumped these way up. So 33, let's say you sold like 900 of those. And then 1500 you sold, let's say like 30. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why that didn't. Wait, no, that's right. Right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. 284, 200 a month. Yeah. Okay. There you go. You just hit well over 7 figures, which is exciting, right? Okay. So, Rocket Fuel Framework, we have your base offers that are growing over time. These are long term, these are not going anywhere. They're always there, they're always open, so people can consistently flow into them. Think memberships and masterminds. And then we have your bonus offers. These are the things that you launch one time, they're short term, but on the back end of them, they get invited to flow into your base offer. So that base, the rocket, is consistently growing into the stratosphere. The fuel are the bonus offers that are really exciting because you kind of get paid twice on them. You get paid on the front end, and then some of those people will transfer and upgrade into the longer term offer. Hence the rocket fuel framework and strategy. So what I will do is I will put the links below. Obviously, you need to know how to make offers for this to work. You need to know how to make your offers, and you need to know how to market them in a way that people will actually buy, and you can hit the level of numbers that's going to get you to your revenue goal. So if you do not know how to do this in a way that actually works for you, and feels really good for your brand, I'm going to link a training below as well that will walk you through exactly how to do that so that you don't have to overthink it, and that you can go ahead and move on this and be fueling your rocket sooner than later. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, you can put it below, and I will see you next time. Bye.